I'm back, Stan's Kitchen. We're gonna drain the meat that was just cooked on the stove. You have to cook it until it's brown. Okay. I also got in this pot lasagna working. Okay. So we're gonna go over to the sink right now. I have to drain the meat so we can go ahead and get started with the rest of the stuff that we have. Okay. All right. Drainer. Typical. Don't need nothing special. Okay. Here's the meat that we have here. I'll pour it in there, like so. Drain that meat out. Okay. In the same pot that we use to cook the meat, we're gonna make sure that everything else is inside the meat that goes back in the pot. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is use a plate here. Okay. Put the meat right here. Alright, so I can wash this out. Alright? Because it has oil in it and stuff like that. You don't want oil all in your food there, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to wash the plate, wash the pot out. Alright? Here we go. Make sure it's drained really good. Rinsed off for me. There we go. Okay. Now, make sure that pot is drained, wiped off, and clean. There. Now, set that back on the stove there. Okay, we're gonna go back to the stove. Alright, went back to the stove, put the meat back in the pot, okay, and you're going to wash this out. You have to, because your noodles will be going in here next, okay, and you don't want the oil and all that kind of stuff mixed in with all that. Alright, I'm going to rinse that off. There you go. For the next segment. Okay, we're also going to stir our lasagna here. Get a spoon. Just stir it. Make sure it's cooking right. Okay. I get in between the holes there. Make sure everything's cooking right. And you want enough to fill up this size dish, which we're going to be cooking in when it goes to the stove. Okay, now get a can opener. Okay, and you're going to add diced tomatoes. Okay, got 2 cans of that, and I got some crushed tomatoes. Okay, so get the can opener there. Rip it open like this. Alright. One thing I forgot to do also as well is wipe the tops off the cans, because you don't know where they've been at as far as from the store shelf to where you're at. Okay? So we're going to wipe off all the cans so that all that stuff won't get into the food. Okay? There you go. Alright. A little bit of juice won't hurt. But we're going to go to the sink again. Okay. We're going to drain some of that juice off here. Alright. Because we want the texture of the food not all juicy. Okay. Then we're going to rinse it off. Rinse it out. Make sure you got your pot still on with the pasta. Alright? Because you don't want that to get hard up. And then you'll be having hard pasta there, okay? Now, open another can. All this is going to be mixed together. This is going to be the base of the mixture. And we got to make the cheese mixture, ricotta cheese, That's what we're going to be having too as well. Okay? That goes inside the lasagna. Stir the pasta frequently. Okay? Not done yet. Just stir every 15 to 20 minutes. Make sure it's not sticking to each other. Okay? We want it soft. Alright? Okay. We got one more jar to open up. Alright? Here we go. I'm going to drain this out a little bit. Go back to the sink there. Really, you don't need to drain it. I'm rinsing the sink off too as well. Okay. There we go. Add all that in there, a little bit of water, so you can get the rest of the sauce out there. There you go. Okay. I like to make things that are different than the regular lasagna, you know. I'll put a little bit of mushroom or something like that, add to it. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it a little bit my creation, you know. There you go. Okay. All right. Then what you want to do with that, you want to take this spatula, right? Rinse the spatula off. Okay? And you want to come back to the main focus of the area here and mix it all together. Alright? Turn the heat on a little bit to make it, you know, a little hot there. Make sure all is mixed up together. Because it's going to be a good lasagna there. It was all mixed together. Alright? A little sauce on that side there. Yeah. Let that heat up. Okay? Alright, let that heat up. And then you add your seasoning. Your seasoning in there. Okay? Yeah, it's looking good, looking real good. Alright? See that? See what I'm doing? Stirring all the stuff in together so it all can go together. You know? Like I said, we're doubling it, so we're using double of everything. Alright? There you go. Alright, you stir that together. Alright. Now that's ready to go on. Okay? Make sure the pasta's still tender. Looking kind of good. It's almost there. Alright? You don't want to cook it too much. But I'll be back in a short moment, okay? To show you how to presentate this in a dish here and we can put it in the oven. Alright? I'll be back soon.